All right. Welcome to RSG One Mic, boxing moment with Darnell and DeVon. Before I pass it over to Darnell, who rocks this boxing thing for us, I wanted to let you all know you got to go check out our new RSG website. It is cleaner. It's got a lot of great information. We have an incredible blog section that we've already have 2 blog posts. You can catch all of our social media connections there if you want to follow us on social media platforms. And if you want to connect with us on iTunes or Blog Talk Radio, you can also connect through the website. And if you get on iTunes or Apple Podcasts or one of those places, please leave a review. We love to have a 5. We appreciate all y'all being with us and supporting us along the way. So make sure you do that. Beginning February, we're gonna hit you with something new. We'll be growing it, and so stay tuned as that announcement begins to roll out. We're just trying to improve the product every year on RSG. So thank you for doing that. Please support our other podcasts, Inside the Park with Hank. He's going to be getting activated. We're getting close to spring training season, and Hustle and Flow. It seems like Marcus and Sekou have been back on track and doing it. And I know some of you longtime listeners have been with the big show. We kind of like Wu-Tang. We're off running our own albums and doing our own projects, and, or like one of them other the boy band groups or anybody else. Everybody's out doing their project, and or even like my sister's Destiny Child. Back in the day, everybody go do something, come back, and then they do the group album. So we're gonna try and come on back and put it all together here in 2019. That is a hot podcast, so we'll have that thing going. But tonight, it's all about my man Darnell and myself, and we're talking about boxing because we got a good big match coming up. So I'm gonna hand it over to you, youngin.
All right, now you guys know why we're here.
That's right.
Yep. So, elephant in the room, we have Broner versus Pacquiao this Saturday. You have any thoughts?
Man, this is to me, this is going to be an incredible fight. And I was having some discussions about it earlier today, and asked who I thought was going to win, which is hard because I love Pacquiao. I've always had respect for him as well. He's just been a great champion. And, I've been the biggest Broner fan. And, I've been one of them cats that just wait for him to wake up. Part of it, he's from the Midwest. He's, in that essence of Floyd, Floyd from the Midwest. And I just felt like, I was just waiting and then every time he get right there, it was like he would hit the high note. And I was like, he's not going to do it. But then he got with Kevin Cunningham. And even though in his previous fight, it was a draw. I saw some things that he was trying to do, and I just felt like he and Kevin hadn't had enough time together to get it together. And then I saw a couple of his pre-fight interviews, and he had some of his Broner stuff, but he was really dressed down in a lot of other things. He was a guy who's like, I got a family, I'm trying to figure out things. People who understand Adrian Broner early in his career, I mean, this guy's a multi-weight champion. He's somebody, early in his career, he was putting people out and breaking it. And so I think he's going to do it. And I got a couple reasons. I got some reasons why. Can I say that? You want to be doing it? All right. I got some reasons why. Let me break it down. My keys to why I think Broner going to do this. The first one, he's going to own the real estate. One thing about Adrian, when he's on his game, he could dictate how it's going to be played out. He owns that real estate when he's doing what he's doing. He does that when he start walking them down and start doing his Bronerisms. That's it. He going to bank in the body. People forget Broner's one of the best body punchers you see. When he's on his game, he start working that body. Broner can put it together. Pacquiao, this is where you start to get Pacquiao to show his age. If he can get there and start dicing some stuff from the body. And Mayweather was getting there, but Broner is stronger and got quick hands. People forget Broner's got some quick hands when he let him go. The other thing is, for him, is the key is no rounds off. This is the part we all worry about. There are times when it looks like he's disinterested, but my sense of being with someone like Kevin Cunningham, and I think he's got a lot of respect because he stayed with him, is there's not going to be any rounds off. And I like the way Kevin works him in the corner. And that's what happens when you get away from people, you know, who you kind of grown up with. He's got with somebody new who's kind of taking out there. And then he's going to have the straight right hand for show. And then the fifth point, he's going to have the left short hook, the short left hook for depth. People forget he got a, you know what I'm talking about. Well, his short left, he puts some people in the first row with that short left hook. But that straight right hand with a southpaw is a key. And he can throw that straight right hand just like Mayweather. He's got all those pieces as well. And then the final point is, and this is classic Broner when he's working right. All these other things are working right. This is classic Broner. He's going to take them deep into the water and deposit him in the middle of the sea. That's the sea is getting into that ninth round. You know, that's classic Broner. Broner starts breaking down. You remember, he'll take and he start picking it up. Even he had to fight against what's my man? We just talked about him. Always brawling everybody. You know, very physical.
Adrian Granados?
No, brother.
Sean Porter.
Porter.
You talking about Sean Porter? Not Sean
Porter.
Porter.
When he knocked Porter down? You remember when he knocked Porter down that last round? He has closing power. The problem he had with Porter is he didn't bank them things early. And I think when you see classic Broner, he puts that thing away, but he has that late round ability to deposit you. And I remember he had the one fight. That was the good out when he was late. It was like, that was the final round knockdown. We got him with the check. I think he got him with the check, maybe. I think those are the keys to him. And for some reason, man, I've been to the altar. I've been to the altar with him too many times, man, only to be disappointed. But for some reason, because this is a guy I think he legitimately fears that if he ain't on his game, there are going to be some problems that we're going to see. And it's pay-per-view, which is a different element for him. I think we're going to see the best of Adrian Broner. That's all I have to say. Was that good? How was I on that? You boxing, man.
You got me wanting to buy the fight now, but I got to completely disagree with you on this one.
Uh-oh.
I think Manny Pacquiao was all wrong for Adrian Broner. He's all the way wrong. Hands is too fast. He moves too fast. He's old. Manny Pacquiao's old. He's going to be 40 years old, I think. But he's still fast. His hands are still fast. He's going to let him go. And that's the one thing about Adrian Broner. The book has been out for him. The book has been out for Adrian Broner ever since he moved up to 147. When you exchange with him, he doesn't let his hands go. He gets in his hands is in his pockets. He shells up. So he's not a fighter that's gonna punch with you. He's a guy that's gonna wait for you to stop punching and try to punch back later. And that's not gonna work against a guy like Manny Pacquiao because he's gonna hit you with hit 2 or 3 or 4 punch combinations, and then he's gonna move out the way. He's gonna do like a little turn, give you like an angle, and then he's gonna back up and he's gonna do it again. He's gonna keep doing it. So I think that's gonna be a very bad matchup for Adrian Broner. But
but I think he might get Marquez with the left hook. I think that's what I think what they saw with that. And you know, Broner got way more power than Marquez. And I think Kevin Cunningham unlocked something. But I understand your point. Your points are brilliant. And you know, to the person who's been watching boxing, everything you're saying is right. And I was right there. But something telling me, y'all better save your money.
I don't know if I know about Kevin Cunningham though, because to me he seemed like he's like a motivational coach. He's like one of those yellers. That's
what Broner needs.
He's gonna get in. He's gonna get in you, but I don't think he's gonna change much. I don't see him as a X's and O's coach as much to change what Broner needs. Because he still has flaws in his game because that's one
So does
thing.
Manny. Manny got
Manny has flaws, but he always has the athleticism to override it. And
Father Time is undefeated, baby. Father Time, you, you have the athleticism until you don't.
Yeah, I guess
he been over there. He been over there trying to get legislation through. Don't get it twisted. All right.
I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree on this one. We're going to see on Saturday what happened. All right, looking back to last week. Last week, Caleb Plant grabbed the belt against Uzgatagi. Did you see this fight?
Yep, had a chance to see it. Jose was, obviously incoming champion, had taken a belt from Darrell, came onto the scene. But what I liked about Plant, and, who came out of, Mayweather's gym out there in Vegas, and then, he now has his own camp, is he fought a lot like Mayweather in the sense that he controlled space. I loved his base. He was early on counterpunching. Got him with that short check left hook, put him down. And then once he put him down, your boy got a little bit hesitant. He was like, I'm not going to test this power. And he just kind of just broke him down methodically. I mean, I was just so impressed with his with Plant's boxing skills. I mean, he's somebody, don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on him. I mean, I love his style. I love, he's never losing focus in the ring. Like his game plan, he executes, and never gets flustered. I believe in the 6th or 7th round, Jose tried to pick it up a little bit and put some pressure on him. He just turned him, and then boom, just kept back and work. Boom, boom. Every time he get near the ropes, wouldn't let his back touch, turning, boom, or he'll counter, get off. I mean, hand speed is there. I mean, it was an impressive victory. I mean, it was a shutout, basically, and that's a hard thing to do.
Well, I've been trying to tell guys about Caleb for a while.
Yeah, you have been.
Yeah, Caleb Plant is he's real nice. He's going to be a problem for a lot of guys back there. But one thing we learned last Sunday, was we learned he has power because one thing Jose said before the fight, he said, I'm going to show him no respect. I'm going to come straight in, and that's what it looked like in the beginning rounds. Jose was fighting like Chris Eubank Jr. He was going to walk in there. He wasn't using the jab. He was just going to try to go in there and brutalize him, and that was the worst mistake he could make because that plays right into the hands of the boxer because he can give you angles, and since you're not using your jab, you can't control the range. So he was using his defense, countering off of it, and we learned he has power because he knocked him down twice. Yeah, and that really shocked Uzgatagi. I mean Uzgatagi. That really shocked him because when he got hit with that hook and he fell down, he was like, I didn't know this could happen, and he became reticent. So that's something we can see going forward.
The other thing, I mean, you hit a really good point on him is that Jose. One of the problems is he's a tall fighter, and what really bothers me when you fight tall. So he kept coming down to Caleb's level and leaning in, and he had arm length. He had all those advantages and not using none of them. And I think that was a problem. Like, he's a tall fighter, but if you watched him fight, they look like they're fighting at the same height. And so that was a big problem. And he gave away his advantage, his length. Like you said, he was just rushing in there, and he wasn't using a jab. He wasn't even jabbing it, which was a big credit. So he has arm length, and he had height, and he wasn't using any of that.
Right. Big news coming out today. Just came in a couple of hours ago. We have Canelo and Danny Jacobs being signed for May the 4th. What do you think about this?
Man, these are professionals. This is what we call a professional boxer's fight. This is a fighter's fight. This means all other fighters who are going to be there because these are people within their peer group folks like to watch them fight because they know it's going to be technical. It's going to have some power. It's going to be some science. This is going to be a great match. You know, I don't even know who I'm going to say going to win it. You know, I'm a big Canelo fan, and I think Canelo, ever since he fought Floyd, I think that was his PhD class, and he walked away with it with some notes and some seminar, and he's shaped his game. You know, Danny's Jacobs overcame a whole bunch of stuff in his life, but he's a masterful boxer, power. He can fight many different styles. I mean, if you're like a true boxing fan and and two guys who gonna give it to you, it's gonna be incredible fight. So this is what one of those things you call a fighter's fight. Like fighters, you know, ain't gonna be no stars taking the first row. You know, when they start looking at it, you go around and, you know, just probably every world is gonna, you know, there's gonna be a lot of current world champions and, you know, previous world champions sitting in that fight, watching this fight.
Right. I think this is going to be a good fight. For my prediction is I think this is a toss-up fight.
Yeah, it is.
But as you know, the judges love Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah,
so,
don't go to decision.
It's going to be hard to beat him on the scorecard, especially with his new DAZN contract, that $300 million contract.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's probably gonna be difficult to beat him on the scorecards, and I don't think Danny Jacobs is gonna knock Canelo Alvarez out. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I can see Danny Jacobs outboxing Canelo because Canelo is short himself. He's like 5'7", around that height, and Danny's like 6'1".
Yeah.
And like we said earlier with Uzgatagi, one thing I've seen about Canelo in his last couple fights. He's looked very good, but I don't think he jabs enough on the way in. And when he was fighting Rocky Fielding, of course, Rocky Fielding is not a good fighter at all. But he was just walking straight in there, just dropping the hook to the body, just going straight to work. And with a guy like Danny Jacobs, being the educated boxer he is, I don't think he's gonna just let him get away with that because he watched the Rocky.
He's gonna make him pay the price.
Yeah, Rocky Fielding wasn't giving him no angles. Like, he was getting hit to the body, and Canelo wasn't even cutting the ring off, really. He was able to walk out, and he wasn't backing up. He wasn't moving. He wasn't using the ring at all. But, yeah, it's going to be a different fight with Danny Jacobs. Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see because also, Danny Jacobs, even though he's a very versatile fighter, he can fight on the inside, he can fight on the outside, he can fight at mid-range. I don't think he has the temperament to really, like, buckle down and try to stop Canelo Alvarez. Mm-hmm. So I think if it does get on the inside, Canelo is going to win those exchanges on the inside. Yeah. So I'll probably lean with Canelo Alvarez by decision.
There you go. Yeah, I think you're close. And if there's any knockout, that's Canelo catching Danny late. Yeah. He's done some body work and
a little bit.
And got him late.
Yep. Okay, for the undercard of the Pacquiao fight, we have Marcus Brown and we have Badou Jack. Do you have any thoughts about this one before we wrap up?
Not a lot. I mean, I love Badou Jack, so anytime it's going to be Badou Jack, I'm going with Badou Jack. I mean, I'm not even going to go against anybody else. I mean, I know I've watched Brown fight, but I like Jack. I don't know what it is. I just like the way this cat comes at it. So I'm not going to go against him. He got that. I feel like that. He got that rocket heart. And he come at it and does his thing. So I'm going with Badou.
Yeah, Badou Jack reminds me a lot of my guy Andre Ward, which is one of my favorite fighters. Yeah, he has the boxing skills on the outside. He can fight on the inside as well. Yeah. The only thing about Badou Jack is, in all his fights, it always seems like he's losing one half of the fight. Like he's losing in the beginning and has to catch up in the end, or he's winning in the beginning and he's trying to lose it in the end. Like Oh.
So we need to fight both halves.
Yeah. What I think is going to happen, Marcus Brown, he's a good boxer on the outside, southpaw. He fought in Olympics 2012, I believe, 2012. And he's gonna be boxing on the outside in the beginning rounds. He's gonna win the beginning of the rounds while Badu is trying to find him. And then from about round 5, round 6 on, Badu's gonna find him, go to the body, get on the inside. He's gonna win about 4 or 5 rounds straight. And it's going to be a close one. It's probably going to be like a draw. Or it's probably either going to be like a draw or
a late knockout, something like that. Yeah.
Or a toss-up. You can go between either.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's going to do for today.
Well, you see, hey, the youngin is killing it, y'all. Y'all been watching him. This cat is got a brilliant mind in boxing and other things in sports, man. I appreciate him and how he's coming along, and he's bringing me along. You know, I love boxing, but I've learned so much since this young guy has been part of the RSG team. I mean, he's brought a deeper set of analysis to the fight game and a lot of other stuff we do. So I appreciate you, young brother. Keep doing it. Keep sharpening your saw. Keep doing how you're doing it. This is RSG, a moment in boxing with Darnell and DeVon. Love you. Until next time.